Hey everyone! Welcome to my stream! Good evening, everybody! And welcome to my afternoon streams, where we do art! My name's Kurisu, I am a VTuber nobody knows. At least, not yet. But you guys know me, so at least there's that. But, I wanna apologize to you guys. I'm so sorry that I couldn't stream yesterday. I wasn't not yesterday, but I'm so sorry that I couldn't stream on Wednesday. I was feeling a little down, and not only that not only was my morale like on the ground, but at one point my internet literally just, yeah, it shut down. And that was yesterday when I was editing my shorts, which is a bummer. And yeah, I want to apologize for not streaming on Wednesday. I was just feeling down and I was feeling unmotivated, so that's why I didn't do it. But hey, now I have the motivation to stream, so I'm glad you guys are here. What about you guys? How have you guys been so far? Anything good lately? All right, let me while we wait, let me see what we get. Let's see what we got here. It's funny that right now I just got. It's funny that right now someone that has a VTuber agency, or at least someone who wants to make a VTuber agency, just followed me. And here's the thing, chat. I'm not sure if you guys remember back in the day when I literally said something about VTuber agencies and stuff. I literally swore an oath that I was not gonna join any agencies at all and that I was gonna remain indie for the rest of my days. That's personally what I that's personally what I said I will do, and I will stand by what I say 100%. I will not join any agencies whatsoever. And if you trick me to joining into an agency, I'm just gonna quit immediately. I'm just literally, the moment they're like, "Oh, we got you into the agency," I'm like, "Nah, you know what? I quit. I'm not about that life. I don't want to be known as a corpo VTuber. I want to be known as an indie VTuber. That's how it is." Granted, being in an agency is not all bad because you can get publicity and all that stuff. People get to know you better, but I don't need an agency, to be honest. I honestly do not like the idea of being in an agency just to grow as a creator, you know. If I want people to be here in my Twitch stream, I want you guys to be here for me, not because Kurisu is part of this agency. Besides, I already have trust issues when it comes to agencies themselves. Just look at what happened. Nobody wants the same shit that happened to Vishojo. Hell nah, brother. Hell nah. However, Chad, we are gonna be drawing. Speaking of VTubers, we're gonna be drawing another VTuber as a weapon today. Who's it gonna be this time? I have no idea. But so let me just hop into my little corner and let me wheel of names. Let me go to the wheel of names so that we can pick up exactly the names that we are going to be drawing as VTubers. Let me get the word pad so I can open up the file. Okay, let's see. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, we have a lot. We still have a lot of VTubers to work with. Alright, let me customize the wheel like I always do. Let me customize it. And yeah, we'll pick up from there. And after that, then we'll see what weapon we draw today. I'm not gonna lie, chat. I honestly like. I actually low key like drawing VTubers as weapons lately. I think I'm having a lot of fun lately. And even though I literally started this series, we still have a long list to go, by the way. Like, we're still not done. Let me change the screen for you guys at home so that you guys can see what we're dealing with. Okay, let me do this. Alright, chat. This is what we are dealing with. Oh, wait, it didn't show up for you guys? Hold on. There we go. This is what we're dealing with, chat. So, we still have lots of names for VTubers to make. We still have names that we need to turn into weapons. We have Dempa Darling, we have Apricot, Shy Lily, Lee and Lai, myself pretty much, which is Kurisu and Kuriko. We got Zen, we got Bowie, Loot Tentacles, which is my good friend and fellow collaborator, Cha-Cha your V-Mom, and of course, Mayoshi Iron Mouse. Dude, you know, okay, so here's the thing, chat. Funny story that happened with the wheel last time that we were doing this, drawing VTubers as weapons. Every single time I always spin the wheel, it's being like after Nano, it's being dude after dude after dude, which is funny. It's like the wheel wants me to draw the dudes first before drawing the ladies. So first we had Nano, then we had Kenji. Kenji was the first dude we ever drew. Then we drew K9. Then we did Zico's. Wait, was it in that order? No, I think I'm missing one. Yeah, then we did Zico's, and then we drew Sayu. Sayu was literally the last one that we drew when it comes to the weapons. I had a lot of fun making Sayu's design, I'm not gonna lie. So, same as always, I am going to shuffle these. Yeah, I'm gonna shuffle these ones right here. I'm gonna shuffle... I shuffle the names. And once I am done with the shuffling, I spin the wheel. I am still hoping that I do not get Zen, because every single time that I'm always hoping to not get Zen, the reason why is because I have to make 3 weapons of her, and I really do not want to make 3 weapons right today. Like, my morale is still a little low, but at least I have enough morale to stream for you guys, you know? Which is good. I don't want my morale to be like to the floor. But yeah, if I were to draw something, I really hope I don't have to make 3 weapons today. Like, that is the one thing I hope. Alright. Chat. In 10 seconds, I will spin the wheel. So, bear with me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Please. Anything but Zen. Please. I really don't want to draw 3 weapons today. I haven't even seen the result because my eyes are actually closed. Am I gonna have to draw another dude? It's being 5. I think it's been like 4 dudes in a row already. Is it gonna... Are we gonna have a 5th one? Oh! Chat, we're drawing Mayoshi today! Yes! We're actually drawing Mayoshi today. That's so funny. Okay. No more dudes for today. Finally, a change of pace. Okay. Now for this, we have the one, the only Iron Mouse. That's gonna be the person that's gonna be the VTuber we're gonna be drawing today. Finally, something different. At least we're gonna have to draw one of the dudes. And we still have more, more VTubers to go, mind you. Alright, so looks like we know who we're gonna be drawing today. Now let me get my clip studio so that we can finally start assembling the references for today. I really hope that Iron Mouse sees the artwork, because or else this is gonna be for nothing. All right. Monochromatic. All right. File, new, 4000. You guys already know what we always do here. Every single time we do our designs, the first thing we have to do is to get the goddamn references. That is the first thing that we always do. We get the references first. Okay. Finally, we get to draw my freaking Oshi. The question is, when am I gonna draw Booby though? It's just so funny that out of all the VTubers, I was like, please, anything but Zen. And I thought I was gonna have to draw another dude today, but Mouse broke the streak. No more dudes today. Finally. All right. We're gonna start getting the references now, and now Iron Mouse is a little tricky to deal with. The reason why it's because she has a lot, and I mean she has a crap ton of VTuber models. However, I already know which one we are gonna pick, and it's by far her most iconic model. So we're gonna have to search for that model specifically. Let's see here. We need to find the. Okay, I found it. I found the model, but I found the profile picture, but I need to find the full model. That way we can have it as a reference. So actually, yeah, you know what? I think there is a website that has every single one of Iron Mouse's models. I believe there is. Oh, yep, there it is. Iron Mouse Model Index. All right. this website is so funny, chat. It's so funny because let me show you guys something about this website. Chat. Look at this. Hold on. Let me first and foremost, let me turn this off. Let me turn this window off. I need to show you guys how funny this website is actually. So, chat, this is the website that we're currently in. And whenever I move my cursor, you can see that her eyes are also moving as well. literally me whenever I'm looking. I'm looking to see if anybody's following me. Nobody knows me at this point, so what's the point? Anyways, jokes aside, let's look for some models, shall we? The only reason why I came to this website is so that I can pick up a specific model, and I know exactly which one it is. Oh my god, wait a minute. Okay, she has a crap ton of models. However, there is one that is literally iconic. The one that everybody knows her for. And it just so happens that I actually found it. I actually found the freaking model. She has the 2D version, and she has the model itself. I think if I click on, oh, that she has a reference sheet. Let's fucking go. All right, chat. This is what we're working with. This is the reference sheet. All right, chat. We gotta lock in. This is my Oshi we're drawing today. So as you guys can see, this is the model that we're gonna be working with, and it is by far the one model everybody knows her for. We need to see all of the stuff that she has on her model. So of course, you got the eyes that are violet and red. One eye is violet, the other one is red, and this is actually, chat. Finally, we have a character model that has the color palette, the exact color palette that we need. This is useful, actually. The reason why is because that way we don't have to find out exactly what type of color do we need the weapon to be. However, there are some exceptions. For example, this red on the wings, we don't have the... Wait, do we actually have it? No, that's the eye color. I don't think we have this red for the wings. However, you can tell that there is pink everywhere, and we actually have the hair color. That's so good. We don't have the wings on her head, which is a little unfortunate. But we can actually see the design itself and see exactly what we can do. But the real question is, the one thing that still boggles me, what weapon is she gonna be? I was thinking a scythe, but I have the scythe already reserved for someone else. I think, okay, what weapon is usually associated with demons? That's the real question. The question that I want to ask is that I need to find a weapon that is often associated with when it comes to demonic entities and stuff. Oh, she even has a booby tattoo. Chat, we can have the you know what's funny? We can have the booby tattoo maybe like somewhere in the weapon itself, like some sort of insignia, or we can always just do the old-fashioned way and make it into a keychain. I like to put keychains on weapons. Also, chat, you guys can tell that mouse is the definition of an anime character, because if there's one thing that you guys should know, is that anime characters have a crap ton of belts. How many belts does she have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Mouse has 12 belts. My fucking god. Okay. So, I'm looking at the design so far, and we also have her tail, which is a heart shape. Maybe I can think of something for the tail. Ooh, I like the tail design, actually. I like this part over here. Yeah, this part of the tail I really like. The brownish part can be used. Maybe... Oh, okay, the pattern. I think this pattern can actually be used for... Ooh, wait a minute. Wait. Okay. I'm getting ideas. I really love this pattern, by the way. This pattern that she has on the tail, I feel that it can work for her blade. However, her blade or weapon, I don't know what I still don't know what weapon is it gonna be. We need to make a check on what type of weapons have we done already, because I really do not want to repeat weapons, you know. So the scythe is a no-go, because if I make a scythe, like a definitely a scythe, like I don't want to have too many of one weapon, you know. And I don't think we've ever made a dagger yet. Chat, we've never made a dagger yet, I think. All right, let's do a head count. Let me get the other weapon so that you guys can see what we're dealing with. So we have nano, which is literally dual blades. Literally dual blades. So that's okay. Dual blades are off the table. Who else do we have? We have Kenji, which is a staff. We have Kuro, which is a cutlass. A cutlass that turns into a scythe. Like we're not talking about a weapon that can transform into something else. We're talking about a pure scythe. Like I don't want to have too many pure scythes. Then we also have Zico's, which is a bow and arrow. I think I really outdid myself with this one. And then last but not least, we have Sayu with the arm cannons. 3.0 and 2.0. I really like the 2.0 actually. I really outdid myself with that one. Okay, so chat. So far on the list, we have dual blades, a staff, a cutlass, bow and arrow, and an arm cannon. Now here's the thing. I don't see Mouse as the type to be an arm cannon, to be honest. Alright, we're gonna do something real quick. I gotta check which weapon is often associated with demons. A pitchfork? I don't want to turn her into a pitchfork. Okay, let's see. Demons are commonly associated with weapons that represent chaos, malice, and cruel punishment. Most notably, a pitchfork, often stylized as a trident, spears, scythes, and various spike-bladed and flaming weapons. Huh. Okay, that's cool and all, but I want to know exactly. Okay, which weapon is often used to summon demons? There we go. Okay, what do we have? Okay, this is actually useful because do remember, the thing about Mouse's motif is that her design and her whole character is that she's designed to be like she's designed to be the ruler of the underworld, Satan. All right, so let's see what we got in the occult, fictional, and folkloric traditions. The Athame, a ceremonial dagger. Okay, that's useful. It's frequently used to carve summoning circles, pentagrams, or sigils to bring forth demons. Other common symbolic weapons include staffs for channeling energy, and specifically enchanted named blades, such as the Yamato in fiction. Oh. So the Yamato being the one from Devil May Cry. But the thing about the Yamato is that it's a katana. Used in ritual magic to draw lines of force, runes, and invoke spirit. Okay, chat, I think I know which weapon Mouse can be. So I wanna make a weapon that ties in with Mouse specifically. I feel that look, I know that there's a running gag with between the community where Mouse is often mocked for being small. But here's the thing that you guys don't know, chat. Often the smallest things can be the most deadly. So I feel that Mouse's weapon should be a dagger. Especially when it comes to the whole motif that, you know, she's the ruler of the underworld, and in the occult you use knives in order, well, not knives, but you use daggers to make pentagrams and shit. I think that her weapon is actually gonna be a dagger. Yeah. I think we finally got it, chat. The mousy dagger. Wait. How does a cleaver look like? I want to see how does a cleaver look like. Okay, that is definitely not a that is wait a minute. Huh. Okay, a cleaver is is something for cooking. I want to turn Mouse into a cooking utensil. I want her to be a deadly ass weapon. I want to make a weapon that can summon demons. Okay. So we have one of the references right here. We have a full-on character sheet, which is already a head start. That's already pretty good. So far she has a shitload of models. Holy shit! How many models does Mouse have? Wait, does it tell you like the total of models that she has? Okay, stream models. Jesus fucking Christ. Chat. 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 Iron Mouse has a grand total of 110 models in total. $110 models. That's a lot. That's a fucking lot. Okay. So looking at the models here, I want to take something. I want to take from these models another one that has to do more with the occult. Oh, I found one. Okay. I think I found a reference sheet for another one. So I found the underworld goddess model, which we can also reference here. Let me reduce the size of this one, and here's another one that we can use. So this one is the underworld goddess model, and this one actually ties in to the whole underworld motif. We can use some of the parts here, such as these skeletons. I wonder if Booby is around here somewhere. No, he's not here. At least that I know of. Oh, look, oh, the black flames as well look so cool. Her tail, I like how her tail is literally lost in the flames and stuff. Oh, because the flames is supposed to be her. Oh. Her flames is supposed to be like her dress. You know what? That's fucking cool, actually. Okay, so she has an eye. She has an eye here, literally on her cleavage. However, I want these skeletons. I don't want the rest. I want these I want these skeletal parts. So this is actually useful. I am so glad that we have the exact colors that we need for the weapon. Look at this, chat. Do you see this? Whenever you are designing something, I always forgot to turn on my AC. Whenever you are making a character sheet, please, I beg of you all, have these on you in case people want to make fan art of you. These are color palettes. And when it comes to character designing, it is extremely important that you have exactly these colors. So that way people can see exactly what colors does your character use, what exact colors do you use, what is the coding of the color. I just love how they went into excruciating detail on the color palette. In case you cannot search the color here and just use the eyedropper tool, you can just type these numbers and find the exact coloring that you need. Extremely fucking useful. Okay, so let me see her arm guards. This is extremely important. So her arm guards in this part look skeletal. Well, it doesn't look skeletal, but I do. Oh, okay, here it is. Okay, these are her gloves. That is sick, though. Oh, I like that. I like the spikes on the gloves as well. I really like these spikes a lot. And the claws too? Okay, chat. So here's what I want to do for Mousie's weapon. I want to make a combination of this, which is her most iconic model, and this, which ties in more to the underworld motif. So those are the two reference sheets that we are gonna be using for our weapon. However, what weapon is it gonna be? I still haven't have the faintest clue. I was thinking that it should be a dagger. All right. However, there is another. Here's the thing: a cleaver can mean many things. However, what if we turn? Wait a minute. Chat, I have a question. What if we combine a sacrificial dagger with a freaking war cleaver? Let me see what our war cleaver looks like. I want to see what that looks like. You know what? That actually goes Okay, you know what? That actually goes fucking hard. All right, let me copy this image so that you guys can see what a cleaver looks like. Chat, what if we combine this with a sacrificial dagger? I was thinking maybe should I have another switch weapon like we had with K9? Because I was thinking that maybe like the cleaver part could be like this version of mouse, and then maybe the blade itself has like a compartment that like takes that blade out and actually shows the dagger part, which could be the underworld goddess version. Huh. You know what? I think I actually like that idea more. Yeah, I like that idea. But the thing is, you guys know that if I'm designing a weapon, I want the weapon to be functional as well, in case anybody wants to use it for cosplay. Which I highly doubt anybody's gonna see these weapons and maybe want to cosplay using them, but I mean, hey, you never know. Okay, so war cleaver. I need a war cleaver. That's what I need. A war cleaver and a sacrificial dagger. What I really don't like is that some of these oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, that's not a war cleaver. Ooh! Ooh! Chat! I found it. I found the perfect ass weapon that we can use. Chat. We found it. Let's fucking go, chat. We've actually fucking found a good candidate. This is the cleaver that I need. This is the type of cleaver that we're looking for. Something short, something sharp, and something that looks like a freaking dagger. Yo, okay, this one, you know what? This one's perfect. This is very perfect for what we need. Okay, we found a cleaver. Now we need a sacrificial dagger. That's what we need. Okay, maybe not too stylish of a dagger. Okay, some daggers have like this whirly like lines to them. I really don't like the swirly lines on that dagger itself. I want something sharp. I'm looking for something that is like extremely sharp that can be used for sometimes for the occult and stuff. Okay, let's see. Hell, maybe we can have like, you know what I'm thinking of, chat? We can also have like maybe I was thinking maybe this earring or this earring. Whichever. Wait, is that an earring? Yeah, it is. Well, I was thinking maybe this earring or this earring to be a keychain. I think that would be cool, but I'm gonna let you guys decide. Which one do you guys want as a keychain? Yeah, that's completely up to you guys. I feel like we should not include Booby in the weapon because Booby is gonna be his own weapon eventually. So yeah, if somebody were to cosplay this, or at least try to make the weapons IRL, they would literally have mouse in one hand, booby in the other hand. So yeah, I feel that booby's gonna be his own weapon. However, we should include something associated with mouse. I was thinking maybe the earring. Yeah, the earring, this earring right here, I think will be perfect. Because this one, you can see that it has a gemstone on it. Two of them actually. And it actually is mouse coated. And it also, and because of the red and silver, it actually is perfect for a dagger. I don't think that gold is perfectly tied to a dagger. It can work. I'm not saying it can't. It can actually work, but I have to be extra creative with it. And oh yes, I forgot the most important thing about mouse. Holy shit, I can't forget about it. We cannot have we really cannot have a mouse weapon without her bells. You see this bell right here? So a bit of a back a bit of a so a bit of a lore when it comes to Iron Mouse. Those bells on her are a means to keep her powers under control. So the bells have to be in the weapon. And the moment that those bells are out, yeah, that's when the weapon itself, yeah, you're fucked. Okay. Sacrificial dagger. What can we have for a sacrificial dagger? Something stylish. Ooh, wait a minute. Nah. Oh, wait. I think I found some. Never mind. No, definitely not that one. Every single time we do something, one of these weapons, we're always looking for references. That's why I'm being a little slow when it comes to designing the weapon still, because we still need to find references for it. That's the reason why. Okay, a cold dagger. Maybe that one's easier to find. Okay, you know what? The occult dagger is actually easier to fucking find. Still a sacrificial dagger, but you know. I feel like one reference is not gonna be enough. So I feel like we should have more. DJ, if you stop the music, you can keep playing it. I don't mind. Do I want a design for the hilt of the blade? I don't think I need a design for the hilt. Like some of these sacrificial daggers have designs on the hilt, but I don't personally think we need a design. Wait, a design on the hilt. Wait. We can have the skeletons. We can try to have the skeletons on the hilt. Huh. Wait a minute. I think I just gotta think, how the hell am I gonna make the skeletons for the hilt? I just gotta be creative with this. Hold on. Let me take a look at the. Let me take a look at these things first and foremost. Some of these weapons have like. Okay, chat. So we found more of these daggers, and we found like the design of the hilt of what you use to hold the weapon. So check this out. Check this weapon out. So I found this dagger. So there is this there is literally death over here. So we can use this as a reference. However, I feel that the one this part right here, it should be the skeletons. Like, the skeletons that Mouse has over here. However, I feel that maybe one skeleton should be like the half of the hilt, and then the other should be the other half. I think that looked pretty cool. Like, splitting the skeletons in half and then combining both of them into one. I think that would be so fucking cool. And remember, chat, we're turning a cleaver into a dagger, which is the whole idea. Or maybe we can have them both in one. Wait, chat. Okay, wait. Perfect. Okay, I'm already seeing the references, and I'm already getting ideas on how are we going to make this work. And so far, so freaking far, it's working. It's all coming together. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. I still need to find more daggers with the design on the hilt. Because there's one thing that I also notice about these designs is that their hilts are extremely stylish. Like, holy shit, are they stylish. That is a regular ass knife. That is not even a freaking hilt. Because I don't want the hilt of the blade to look basic as shit either. Let's see. Someone made a freaking dagger out of glass. That's crazy. But does it cut through paper though? That's a real question. I think out of all of these designs for daggers that I want the one that has like the more centered blade. Oh shit! A raid this early!
A raid boss has invaded your stream. Robert Ravensley. Army, 4 viewers.
Robert Ravensley, thank you so much! Morano Reaper, welcome in! Thank you guys for the raid! I did not expect a raid this early today. What in the world? Raiders, welcome to my stream! For those who do not know, I am Kurisu. I'm an average Joe stuck in cyberspace, and I'm a VTuber nobody knows. But welcome in. If you guys wanted to raid and leave, you guys don't keep my raid from keeping you to do your stuff. You're welcome. Hope you have a great stream. Yeah, no problem. And thank you so much for the raid. For those of you who want to see what the hell am I doing, well, I am going to be drawing my Oshi Iron Mouse as a weapon. Which, I mean, to be fair, though, the wheel chose her, so. Right now we're in the, whatchamacallit? Right now we are, Robert, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see it. Oh, don't worry. I'll post it on Twitter once I'm done. So far, for those of you who decide to stay and see the whole process, we're going to be turning Mousy here into a cleaver / a ceremonial dagger. So a lot of people love to joke about Mousy's size and how small she is. So yeah, that's why we're turning her into a dagger. And I am getting all of the references and putting them together to see exactly what we're gonna be doing for our design here. So the idea here is to turn a cleaver into a dagger and a dagger into a cleaver. That's the whole idea. So we're gonna keep looking for references. And thank you guys so much for the raid. I really did not. Getting rated today was the last thing on my bingo list today. Honestly, yeah, I lost a bet with Chrono. Chrono said, yeah, I bet you're gonna get rated this week. And I said, nah, that's not gonna happen. He said, I bet. Okay, well, I'll be going. Hope you had a great stream, and make sure to drink enough, to make sure that you eat enough, and make sure that you rest enough. Thank you so much, and thanks for coming. Also, thank you for the hydrate. Let me drink some water real quick, because I got my trusty water bottle, my bottle of water. So, cheers. Thanks, Robert. I really needed that. All right. Let us continue with the reference search, shall we? Let's see. Oh, okay. This is the daggers that I'm looking for. These are the daggers that I need. This is what I'm looking for. These type of daggers. You see this? These are the type of daggers that we're looking for, simply because they have a design on the hilt. So we have two of them. We have this one with the skeletons, and we have these ones. And then we got the cleaver. I feel like we need to find more war cleavers for our weapon. Or maybe we should get more references for mouse. Actually, we should do that. Iron mouse, bells. Yeah, let me see the bells. Oh. That's so that's how the bell looks like. Okay. I still need to see an exact design for the That is not the iron mouse I'm looking for. What the heck is that? I'm looking for the Vtuber, not a literal mouse made of iron. Fuck's sake, man. Alright. We gotta keep looking, chat. Ooh. I found the bells. Chat, I found the bells. So, here's another image. This is an image I found on Google Images. So the reason why I literally pull up this reference is because the bells we need are actually on her head. Let me get a different color so I can highlight them. So what we want is this. Okay, so from the design, I see that her bells have little horns on them. Oh, that's pretty cute. Okay, so bells with horns on them. Got it. Actually, I think someone made a prop that is literally her bell. Yo! Okay, that looks cool. Yeah, okay, we can use these as references. That is so cool! Okay. There's the bell. So I found this. So did I switch my brushes? No! I don't want to switch my brushes yet! Okay, so these brushes. This is the brush I need. So this is what we're looking for. Okay. So did I just I painted on the wrong layer. Fuck! Okay. Excuse me. Okay, so we got bells, we got the ceremonial daggers. At least I got the shape that I'm looking for, the ceremonial dagger. What I'm looking for, chat, is this triangular shape right here. This shape you guys see, this is what I'm looking for the dagger itself. That's what we're looking for today. For the cleaver, because the idea, chat, let me make another layer so that you guys can see exactly what I'm trying to do. And let me use the curved lines because I feel like they're the best ones for this situation. So the idea, chat, what I want to do exactly is that I want to combine this I think I messed it up. Yeah, I did. That's fine. So the idea that I want to do here for the dagger is that I want to combine this, right? We have this shape, and let me get this tool. So the idea is to do this. I want to have the knife itself in the cleaver itself because this weapon is supposed to double as a cleaver and a knife. Well, a dagger in this case. A ceremonial dagger and a cleaver. Who knows? Maybe you find yourself in a situation where you gotta go to war, so you use the cleaver. Oh, you gotta sacrifice an animal, so you use the dagger. So or you have to be stealthy, so you use the dagger. However, we need to find a compartment to have both of them together. Like we need to maybe I would say maybe like have like a little switch or something that releases the cleaver blade just so you can get access to the dagger blade. That this is the idea that I want for this weapon specifically. Something that doubles as a dagger and a cleaver. So yeah, that's the whole idea with Mousie's dagger. The Mousy cleaver. You know what? Actually, that's a pretty good name. That is actually a pretty good name. The Mousy cleaver. All right, all right. What other stuff can we associate Mouse with? We already have two of her character sheets. The skeletons are important. Those are extremely fucking important. Wait a minute. Oh, there's also the eye. Shall we have the eye on the dagger? I don't think we should have the eye in the middle of the dagger, though. Yeah, I don't think we should. I don't honestly, I don't think we should have the eye in the dagger. No, because we already have a VTuber with eyes on the dagger. I don't think that's necessary. Yeah, it's really not. Let's see. Okay, I have an idea of how we're gonna use the black flames. Ninja, welcome in. Yes, we're doing art. We're turning my Oshi Iron Mouse into a weapon because lo and behold, the wheel chose her. Hey, it's the wheel that chooses the VTubers, not me. All right. Another thing that we can associate Iron Mouse with. We have the bells. We have the accessories. Could you look at something I made? Yeah, sure. What do you want me to see? Let's see here. Is it on the server, by the way, or is it on the server, or is it in the, or is it somewhere in I mean, yeah, I can look at something. I can look at something you made. If you want, you can post it on the server itself. All right. Let's see what we got here. Ooh. Oh yeah. I see it. You sent it in art share. Hold on a second. I gotta chat. Hold on a second. Wait. Let me chat. I gotta show you guys Ninja's artwork. Check this out. Let me change the window real quick so that you guys can see it. Let me turn this off for a second so I can show you guys. Okay, here it is. Chat. So here is Ninja's artwork. Look at this. Yo, that looks sick. Yo, that's so cool. What I really like about the artwork is how messy the lines is. It actually makes it pop along with the white liner on it. It's so good. I really like your style too. Also, I see that there's cinema rolls all over the place. Don't show that to Mousy. It's funny because we're drawing Mousy. Her favorite Sanrio mascot is actually Cinema Roll, and your artwork has Cinema Rolls on it. Yeah, to make sure to make sure you know it's not AI. Oh, I believe me, I know it's not AI. Like this type of style that you've done with your character, AI is not intelligent enough to copy that sort of style. So believe me, I know this is not AI. This is pure human made art, and I'm all in for it. But yeah, your art looks so good. I really like it. Like I really like how you made the character and stuff. You made it as a request. Well, I'm pretty sure the person's gonna be happy with the request. That is because that artwork looks so good. All right, let's go back to planning. Oh, Ninja, you gave me an idea. Cinema rolls, of course. How could I forget? Mousy's favorite Sanrio mascot. Okay, let me. All right, Cinema roll. Where the hell is that little menace? There it is. All right, chat. We found it. We found the little menace. If there is something that Mousy is associated with a lot, it's her obsession with cinema rolls. Can't wait to see the finished work. Yeah, you wait till you see it. I have to go bowl with some of my friends. Yeah, no worries, and thanks for coming.
Take your water bottle and hydrate.
Ow! What is wrong with Sandra today? She's glitched. Also, thanks for the hydrate. Cheers. Ow! What the hell are you bunking me for? What the hell did I do? Ow! I'm gonna feel that one. Good one for measure, but what do you mean? Thanks for coming. Go bowl with your friends. Ow! Alright, you know what? Let's continue. Ow, I'm gonna feel that one tomorrow when I'm in a Pokemon TCG tournament. Okay, where were we? Alright, cinema rolls. So if there's something that Mousy is known for, is her ungodly obsession with this little guy. I mean, I can't really blame her because I also have a favorite Sanrio character. My favorite Sanrio character has to be Retsuko from Agretsuko. Yes, I like the trash panda. But we gotta incorporate cinema roll somewhere within the design itself. Maybe the hilt. Yeah, maybe the hilt can be. Ooh, the hilt can be like extreme, like it can be cutesy and has cinema roll on it. But when you unsheath the blade, it's literally like can be this demonic looking ass blade. Okay, you know what? I really like that. I really like that the hilt can look extremely cutesy, but the blade itself is demonic the moment that you unsheath it. Oh man. Why am I doing this on a Friday night? Anything else that is associated with mouse, or are we ready to begin? I think we're ready to begin, I think. The only things that will be missing would be the color palette and the measurements, and that's pretty much it. Well, I mean, I gotta... Oh, right. I almost forgot. Opera is also a big part of her. Let's see. No, not Opera GX. My God, I'm talking about... Yay! Alright. So Opera is a big part of Iron Mouse's life, especially when it comes to opera. I mean, as in singing and stuff, not the fucking website. My God, Okay, so opera. There's one thing that you should all know is that opera stadiums are they have two things in common. Opera stadiums usually are color coded golden and red. So I think that for this case, there should be lots of I wouldn't say gold. However, however, maybe we cannot make the hilt of the blade gold, but there is another type of gold that we can use for the dagger itself. Rose gold. So we're gonna have to find rose gold. Rose gold. Okay, so we found the rose gold color, and wow. Okay, there's two types of rose golds. There is DEA 193, and there is also B76E79. Honestly, you know what? I have no idea. I have no idea what these colorations are, but I'm gonna have to disagree. I don't speak color. I draw with colors, but I don't speak colors. That's a difference. By the way, I have a funny story to share with you guys. So, funny story that happened. One time I wanted to apply for a job to an art shop, you know, because I'm like, I'm an artsy guy. I like art. Maybe I can literally work at a shop, that involves art and stuff. And let's just say that they literally talked shit behind my back. And the reason why it's because oh, okay, I found it. The reason why it's because apparently they didn't saw me as anyone who knows about art materials. And I was like, what do you mean? And the thing is, like, what happened was, chat. What happened was that I literally like was on a call, and then the lady that did the interview to me, she actually said a couple questions, and I actually answered them, as honest as possible. And then the person who was working with her said that, oh, this guy doesn't know about this, doesn't know about that. That's a red flag. That's a red flag and stuff. And it's like, and the thing about it is that that lady was okay. Maybe she could have been like, you know what, that's fine. Maybe we can look for someone else. But no, the lady was unnecessarily rude towards me. Yeah, she was extremely rude. She talked shit behind my back. But here's the thing. They didn't knew is that I literally like said, okay, bye, as if I was like hanging up the phone. But then I heard them talk, and I was like, I literally stayed on the phone because apparently they had a cross call, right? They had a like this what's it called? A merged call. That's what it's called. So they had a merged call, and they thought that I left the call, but I was literally there silently listening. I was not. I don't think they noticed. I was like a chat. I was right there. I was like a fucking ninja. I was literally like listening silently. And whereas other people would have broken down and say something, not me. I stayed quiet. I listened to the whole thing. I listened to the old lady talking shit to me. Why is it always old people that always have like hostility towards me? Every old man and woman out there to kill me these days. Anyways, we found the rose gold. This is the rose gold that we're looking for. Okay, it may not be rose gold, so this is where I have to intervene and manipulate the colors a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead, edit, tonal correction, saturation. I want something that I'm sad. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now that's okay. Wait. No, that's cyan. Hell no. Violet. That's chat. I think we found it. Wait. Okay, this is perfect. Chat. 1-to-1. We found the rose gold. Okay. Where was I? Oh yeah. So the old lady talked shit about me behind my back. And she said, "Oh, I'm not gonna waste my time with this guy. He doesn't know shit about art. He doesn't know shit about art materials." And I was there, like, in my mind, I was like, what the fuck, man? There's no reason to be that rude. Should have shrugged it off, you know? But no. People just have I feel like people have, like, this unnecessary instinct to be an a-hole nowadays, but that's fine. You know what? I have no enemies, only inferiors. It's so wild to say that. Okay, chat. Now that we have everything that we need, we have the references, we have the cleaver, we have the daggers, we got the bells, we got the cinema roll, we have the rose gold, we have everything. Now comes the most important thing and the part that I cannot fuck it up. The color palette. So the color palette, the good thing about Mouse's design here is that they have a detailed version of the model and they have a non-detailed version of the model, which shows only, and I mean only, these colors, which are the flat colors. However, I feel that when it comes to this one, we have exactly all the colors that we need. We don't really need the skin color because honestly, we're not gonna draw her skin on the weapons, so we're gonna take these ones. So let me make my color palette here. Okay, so we have this pink. We have violet. I wonder if we're gonna be using this violet for something on the weapon. Maybe it could be... Oh wait, there's another color that's... Oh wait, there's a color that's not on the palette. Okay, wait. Okay, we got a lot to work with then. Is this the color for horns? Oh yeah, it is. There is a violet that we do not have at all. So we have to check that real quick. There's also gold, but I don't feel like we're gonna... Yeah, we can... I think we can skip on the gold because we're not gonna use gold. We're gonna use rose gold instead. Yeah, I feel that rose gold fits her motif better. But if we use gold, we will use it. And believe you me, we will use it. What colors do I have so far? I think I skipped a color by accident. Yeah, I did. Also, speaking of mouse, so I think it's funny that to say, I think it's funny, I think it's a good time to confess that I think I kind of rage baited Connor yesterday. Iron Mouse's best friend. Yeah, I actually I actually rage baited him. So what I did, chat, is that I went to his stream and he was playing this game. I believe it was called Agree. And the objective of the game is that you have to go through lots of terms and conditions, but it's actually like a trick because you have to go through the terms and conditions, but it's actually a game. And you can disagree at any moment. So what I did is that I sent him I sent him $5. $5 well spent. So what I did is that I sent him $5 and the TTS said, and I quote, "Do not give up. Remember what Zenyatta said. Failure is acceptable. Giving up is not. Also, Do you know that Da Vinci painted the Mona Lisa? I feel like that last part was completely unnecessary, but I don't know, man. I feel like my dumbass autistic self decided to say, yeah, you know what? I'm gonna choose to rage bait somebody this day. His reaction, oh man. His reaction was actually hilarious though. He literally was like, shut the fuck up. What are these TTS you're sending me? Then he looked at the donation and he smiled and he said, Carissa Twitch, fuck. You know what? $5 well spent. Oh man. I'm pretty sure that somebody would look at me and said, Did you really just donate it $5 to a streamer just to rage bait them? And I say, yep. And you know what? It was damn worth it. I have no regrets. Would I ever do it again? Absolutely. Probably. I don't even know myself. Okay, so there's a lot more colors in the design that are not in the color palette. So chat. They tried to trick me. Okay. That's, you know what, that's fine. We're having a lot of colors here. This may be more colors than Sayu. How many colors did Sayu even had on his character sheet? I don't even freaking remember. Okay. More colors. What do we need? Is this letter? Oh yeah, it is. I think we have this color already, but we can check. Or at least something that looks similar. Okay, they look similar, but it's not the same. That is a very large color palette, and I am growing concerned. Okay. Silver. That's what we're missing. We're missing the color silver. I think that can be. I believe that can be silver. Yeah, that can be silver. Yeah. Yeah, we didn't have silver yet. Although it's a little similar to this one over here, so we can use those. All right, chat. Do we also need the cinema roll? Do we have the blue eyes? Chat, you know what'd be so funny, by the way? I think it'd be so funny if we had like let me think. Let me think about design. Let me cook. Let me cook, chat. Let's see. I think maybe cinema roll can be like on the blade itself. Could be like in a pedestal, or maybe like it could be like a freaking pillar or something. And then on the pillar where you're supposed to grab the sword itself, there could be the skeleton, and then at the end of it, it could be the cinema roll. We can also have the cinema roll be the same eye colors as the demons themselves. Okay, you know what? That'd be cool. Demon cinema roll. I like the way you think, Kurisu. Anyways, we have everything now, chat. We have the sheets. We got the character sheets. We got the cleaver. We got the dagger. We got the bells. We got the roll. We got the cinema roll. There's one more thing that's missing, and only one thing. And this is by far equally as important as the color palette. The measurements. Now, the measurement is by far my favorite part of the whole process, because I actually get to measure the lore accurate weapon I often like to use items around my room to exactly measure how big or how small the weapon is gonna be. So from what I know, that a dagger is similar to the artist pen that I use all the time. So if I were to hold the artist pen like so, maybe like completely, that would be like the hilt of the blade itself. How long is the hilt? If we calculate an artist pen with the hilt, that'll be a total of 6 inches. 6 inches on the hilt, which honestly, it's standard. For a dagger, it's literally standard that the handle itself is 6 inches. But now that we have the 6 inches on the dagger, well, on the handle of the dagger, we need to figure out how many inches is the blade itself and the cleaver blade itself. So, okay, 6 inches on the pen. So we are going to have this over here, and we are going to place some lines. So this entire part, chat, this is the equivalent of 6 inches. Okay, this is 6 inches, chat. Why were my lines so thin right now? I have no idea. Okay. Now that we have calculated this, I am gonna copy this exact measurement and see how long the blade is. And we know that it is a bit later than 6 inches. So 6 inches for the blade. Okay, so we have 6 inches, but the blade itself is a little bit more. Okay. Maybe the blade itself is 7. I think it's 7.5 inches is the other blade. So we paint this in red. And this part of the blade is 7.5 inches. I think this is the very first point something in the channel itself. Wait, what did I do? Oh no. I drew it on the wrong layer. Fuck. Okay. Okay, we have the measurements now for that one. Thank goodness. So now that we have these, what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna copy paste both of them up here. Wait. No, that's a cinnamon roll. Alright, we're gonna take these ones here. Yeet. And we're gonna reduce these so that we get this. Oh wow, so the cleaver is way okay, wow, the cleaver is way bigger. It's way bigger than 6 inches. Okay. We got the 6 inches. So now that we know that, how many inches is the cleaver itself? Okay, that's 6 inches. Moving that up. Okay, so we have 6, 12. 6, 12. Okay, the cleaver itself is 13 inches. Okay, so new one here. We're gonna have this one to be cyan. I cannot believe that I cannot believe that in the case of the cleaver is actually big, extremely big. Okay, so cleaver, as I stated, it is none other than, did I say 16 inches? No, 13 inches. Okay, so chat, we got it. We got the measurements. We got the pallets. We got this. We got the board. We're ready. We are very ready. By far, the most difficult thing about this entire ordeal is gonna be combining the two, and actually making it aesthetically pleasing. Do we have? Oh yeah, we do. We do. We actually do have. We actually do have silver, and that is on the bells themselves. I feel I feel that the bells should also be like part of the. Should it be part of the keychain? I don't think so. No, I don't think the bells should be part of the keychain. The bells could be like, ooh, the bells can be encrusted in the blade itself, like in the dagger. Ooh, okay, chat, I got an idea. So, for context, I have been playing a lot of Final Fantasy VII, right? I have been playing Final Fantasy VII a lot. And if you guys know about the materia system, in Remake, there's always a slot in the character's weapons, whether it's Cloud's Buster Sword or Tifa's Gauntlets or Yuffie's Giant Shuriken. There's always empty slots on them, and those empty slots is where you can place the materia itself. So instead of materia, what if we put Iron Mouse's bells in those empty slots? Yeah, you know what? That'd be really cool. Okay, I think I'm starting to see the vision now. Yeah, I'm starting to see the vision how am I gonna make this weapon. The mousy cleaver, my god. All right. Let me save this. Let me save this first and foremost. Clip Studio. Mood boards. Iron mouse. Weapon. Mood board. Someone's gonna see this mood board and they're gonna be like, Chris, what the fuck are you doing? What are you creating? Okay, so now we make a new layer. There we go. And we finally have the measurements of everything, so we should be a-okay. Okay, measurements, grab these, copy and paste for the measurements. Okay, so let's see here. Can't forget, the green part is the hilt, the red part is the dagger, and the cyan part is the cleaver. That's how we measured it earlier. Also, this should be half the size of this. There we go. 6, okay. 6, 12, 13, yeah. It's 13 inches. Now, this is gonna be the real challenge. So chat, I think it's best to confess right now that I have barely ever drawn skeletons in my life, so this is gonna be a little bit of a difficult task. They never made us draw skeletons in anatomy class, which is I know it's kind of a bummer, but what can I do? I mean, I can always learn. I can always do what no one in the AI bro community does, which is to learn the freaking draw. Anyways, let's do this. All right. So, first and foremost, daggers. The dagger is the most common and easiest thing to do. That is not my main concern. My main concern is this: the handle. The reason why it is such a huge concern, it's because the handle itself is by far the most difficult thing, and it's the first thing that we have. Chad, the handle, it's by far the most difficult thing, and we have to draw it first. But before I do that, I'm gonna take a break real quick. I am gonna go to the bathroom, so be back in a flash. I have returned. In case you guys are wondering, yes, my bathroom is literally next to my room. Yes, I did wash my hands. In case that's important. Anyways, all right, let's continue. So the most difficult thing about this chat is that the handle itself, that's the most difficult thing, and it's unavoidable because it's the first thing that we have to draw first. So, all right, I guess let's start creating, I guess. So in the case of the skeletons, the idea that I had in mind was for the idea that I had in mind is for to split the skull and like kind of unite the skulls in the dagger itself. That was my idea because the skeletons, I really like what the model has here, which is skeletons with a huge ass tail. I really like what they're going for